Howdy, partners. We back. We got another trailer for Fire Emblem Heroes. They showed off the silhouettes yesterday, so everyone knew there was going to be a trailer tonight. So let's go ahead and take a look. Let's see what they got cooked up for us. Alright, elevating their magical prowess. Okay. I think the theme for this is supposed to be another desert theme, because they always do desert themes in January. Oh, we're starting off with Nino up first. Oh, so is this a Nabata banner? Nabata is, of course, the desert from Fire Emblem 7 and 6. They already did Plegia. They already did Hatari. So maybe they're just going down the list of deserts in all the Fire Emblem games. And this time we got Nabata. Okay, so Nino is a red tome infantry type. Interesting attire there. For Nabata, you would think they would go with something like Green's outfit or Hawkeye's outfit or something like that, but I guess Nino's more so like covered up. I guess this is more in line with what Pent wore when you found him in the desert. You recruit Pent on the desert map in that game. Oh, we already have her stats too. So 38 HP, 55 attack with the weapon, 46 speed, 20 defense, and 32 res. Very interesting that they would show her fight. Oh, she has extra movement for some reason. Interesting. Child Compass, Glimmer, and then we'll take a look at the rest of her kit in just a sec. But they specifically went out of the way to show her having 3 mobility there, which is pretty cool. Alright, so her weapon has 14 might and 2 range, -1 special trigger. At the start of the turn, if unit's HP is over 25%, grants unit cannot be slowed by terrain, does not apply to impassable terrain, and to unit for 1 turn, and unit can move 1 extra space. Oh, that's really good. That's just a better version of what Yuri does. That turn only, doesn't stack, and at the start of the turn, if unit's HP is over 25%, grants all stats of 5 during combat, grants a bonus to unit's attack and speed equal to the number of bonus effects active on unit times 4, with a max of 16, excluding stat bonuses. Okay, so this is like status effect bonuses, such as bonus doubler and treachery and dominance and also, Resonant Blades and Resonant Shields. All those skills you can gain from passive support effects are going to be counted here, besides stat bonuses. And also, if unit deals damage to a foe using a special, excluding AoE specials, reduces damage from foe's next attack by 50%. Once per combat, resets at the end of combat, and triggers even if no damage is dealt. Okay, very interesting stuff there. Is this going to work the way that, Divine Pulse works, where Byleth activates her thing, and then when she triggers her special, she gets a whole ton of DR that cannot be blocked by things like Deadeye and Lethality. I wonder if this 50% DR is also going to work that way, because it's triggering when she uses a special. So maybe it can avoid the DR negating attacks, but we'll see. Alright, we got Glimmer, we got Attack and Speed Finish 4, we have Speed Preempt, some more fodder for that, and then Times Pulse 4, okay. At the start of turn, if special cooldown count is at its max value, grants special cooldown count -1. After combat, if special cooldown count is at its maximum value, grants another special cooldown count -1. Interesting. So it's sort of like Times Pulse combined with Special Spiral a little bit. It's not doing the full -2, but it's doing -1, and you got to be at full special after combat. So that would mean you have to just one-shot them with your special. I think she probably wants Special Spiral 4 instead of Speed Preempt. And then you could juice her up with a higher cost special to combo Spiral 4 and Times Pulse 4. That would be my first thought, though. Alright, the bonus movement effect she gets, I think, is really good. She can also just nullify terrain. So, no tree maps or no tree tiles or anything are going to slow her down. Oh, okay. We got Ursula up next, looking pretty good in that outfit there. Yeah, this is more in line with what I would expect from a Nabata outfit. So she's going to be a green tome cavalry type, drawn by the wonderful Suzuki Rika, of course, the goated artist, who also drew Heldigan and also Legendary Sigurd. One of my favorite artists in the game. Okay, we got Crow's Crystal here, 14 might and 2 range, accelerate special trigger. At the start of turn, if unit's HP is over 25%, grants unit cannot be slowed by terrain. That's pretty wild for cavalry, so that means that she's not affected by trench tiles. And desperation and dominance to unit for 1 turn. What? She gets both? At the start of combat, if unit's HP is over 25%, grants also attack and speed up 6 to unit during combat, and neutralizes effects that prevent units' follow-up attacks. Yo. That's insane, actually. Okay, so we have desperation and dominance and avoid trench tiles, -1 special trigger, and half a null follow-up, and attack and speed up 6. That's very good. Okay, that's pretty good. Moonbow, chill, speed and res 3, and then panic smoke 4. We're getting another source of panic smoke 4 already, and we're getting another double chill level 3 skill there. Okay, interesting. What color was she again? Green? Yeah, that's pretty good. I mean, just getting dominance and desperation at the same time, that's going to be very strong. Only units that have nullified penalties are going to be able to really do anything there. Oh, is this Byleth? Fount of Learning. Okay, looks like Byleth here. Kind of... It's not bad art. It's just like... It's very undetailed. Like, his cape, you would expect his cape to have more shading in different areas and more crumples and stuff like that. It just looks like a solid art piece. It doesn't look like they added too many like texture details on him. All right, he is a infantry blue tome holding a hourglass there. Very interesting. Was there a desert in 3 houses? For some reason, I don't recall there being a desert in 3 houses. But okay, all right, so we got Guides Hourglass, 14 might and 2 range, accelerate special trigger. At the start of turn, if unit is in 2 spaces of an ally, grants unit can't be slowed by terrain. They're just going nutty with that effect here. That makes sense, actually, because on desert maps, the thief units are actually able to avoid the desert tiles slowing you down. So, like, if you're walking over sand tiles, you actually lose mobility. But the key to playing those desert maps is to use a bunch of mages and a bunch of thieves, because they can actually avoid the terrain loss from the desert tiles. Okay, also gets dodge to unit for 1 turn. If unit initiates combat or is in 2 spaces of an ally, grants all stats up 5 to unit, and neutralizes effects that grant special cooldown charge plus X to unit or to foe, or inflict special cooldown charge -X on unit during combat. So he's got tempo right there. If unit is in 2 spaces of an ally, or of any ally, grants all stats up 4 to those allies during combat. Oh, okay. So they just gave him a Spectrum drive buff there. Pretty good. Very interesting. So he's getting, like, some kind of support there. He's got nullified terrain slowing him down. He's got -1 special trigger, all stats up 5, and tempo. And dodge. Okay. All right, we got Sublime Heaven. Very good special there. Speed and res finish 3. Oh, wait a second. Is he the Demote? Oh, snap. There's no way he's the Demote. They gave this guy this type of weapon as a Demote with Sublime Heaven and lull speed and res 3. This is not... Wait, actually, this is a seasonal banner. I was about to say, hold up. This is about to be our best, like, regular Demote. But nah, he is seasonal. This is a seasonal banner, so... Wow, he's basically on that same level as the Summer Claude we got earlier, and also the New Year Pan that we got just now. Very powerful looking Demote unit. Okay, so here is going to be our duo hero. Or not duo, but Harmonic, because they're from 2 different games. So it looks like Florina and Lindy. Actually, no, it's not Florina. It's actually Sarah. Okay. I was thinking it would have been Florina, because this is primarily a Fire Emblem 6 and 7 banner. But okay, they decided to go for Sarah and Lindy. Alright, sure. So a Cavalry Red Tome unit. They are Harmonic, of course, because 2 characters from 2 different games. Alright, Celestial Globe, 14 might and 2 range, accelerate special trigger. At the start of turn, if unit is in 2 spaces of an ally, grants unit can't be slowed by terrain, and null follow-up to unit, and allies in 2 spaces for 1 turn. Okay, that's raw. You're just granting null follow-up and no terrain penalties to allies as a status effect? Wow. That's quite good. Now, there are ways to grant null follow-up to allies. Probably the most consistent way right now is to just get ally support with either of the Lilith units, but this is just way better. It's a start of the turn buff to all allies in 2 spaces. Doesn't matter at all if your allies support it or not, so this is just way better. Also, if unit initiates combat or is in 2 spaces of an ally, grants all stats of 5 to unit during combat. Deals damage equal to 20% of unit speed, including when dealing damage with a special triggered before combat, so that would be AoE specials. And reduces damage, and reduces the percentage of foes' non-special damage reduction by 50%. Alright, so basically they have Duo Lifts damage reduction cut ability. Would have been nicer if they just nullified DR, but that would be just wild on a Cav unit. Not to say we don't already have a certain Cav unit that does that, but you know what I'm trying to say. This unit looks pretty spectacular already. Remote Sparrow. Okay, as if Swift Sparrow needed another gold border skill. If unit initiates combat, grants attack and speed up 7 during combat, and reduces damage from foe's first attack during combat by 30%. Okay. This is obviously inheritable by cavalry types, so you can give this to basically all your cavalry tome units, as if we needed DR on units like Veronica. Well, I guess Veronica doesn't matter because she has Fire Sweep already, but like Ninja Korin and a lot of those glass cannon cav units. Oh, you know who'd like this too is Ascended Air. God damn, dude. That's just really good. Okay, also we got Speed and Res Far Trace 3 and Defense and Res Smoke 3, once again appearing there. So this one gives Pathfinder, inflicts Defense and Res -7 on the target and foes in 2 spaces, and then attack up 6 to unit and allies in 2 spaces. I don't really see this one too often. No one really uses it too much. It's got applications for sure, just giving Pathfinder to people, but when it comes to Pathfinder, you want that effect to be activated before you enter combat, so you can just extend your range a little bit more. Okay, of course, Lindy's slinky animation there. Alright, here are their stats. We got 37 HP, 58 attack, 45 speed, 16 defense, and 27 res. Alright, checks out there. Lots of attack and speed. Harmonic skill grants Resonant Blaze, dodge, and special cooldown charge +1 per attack during combat to unit and allies from the same titles as unit for 1 turn. So those titles would be Fire Emblem 1 and 3 and Fire Emblem 5. Off top, there's nothing really too dominating from those titles. We are about to get Legendary Leaf's remix, though, so maybe this will be pretty solid on him. Okay. So who's going to be the free unit then, I wonder? I do like that they're throwing units in from all different types of games, though, because when they used to just theme a single banner around one game, it was a little tricky for them to add a bunch of units at the same time, because they would have to just focus on that one game. But here we have Lindy and Sarah, who have nothing to do with Fire Emblem 6 or 7. Also Byleth, so I like the variety pack banners more, where we just get a bunch of units from all different games. Okay, looks like Soren is going to be our Demote character, a Blue Tome Infantry Soren. Hard to say what his weapon is going to do. He's probably going to have a perf weapon here, because none of these units have inheritable weapons, not even the Demote. So I would imagine Soren has a perf weapon there. He's probably also going to have that nullify terrain penalty effect. So very interesting stuff. This banner looks pretty cool, honestly. I don't know if I'm going to summon just yet. I'll have to think about it, but it looks pretty good. There's some very good stuff on here. Byleth is the Demote, so looking like a very good merge project. If you're going to summon on this banner, I would say the top priority is definitely the Duo or the Harmonic, because that start of turn support buff they're giving your allies is really good. Also, they can cut DR. They do a lot of damage. They have some DR themselves, so they can survive the enemy's counter hit. Looks pretty strong. Also, And Nino and Ursula look really good too. Honestly, I don't really think there's a wrong answer here, but the duo is a standout because, like I said, the support effect just makes your other units a lot better, whereas these two are just like trying to do the work themselves. Okay, so that's pretty much it for this banner. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think about this banner and what are your thoughts on the theme that they went with here, another desert banner. Also, are you going to be pulling? I'm curious to see what you guys are planning to do. So this is your boy Tacho signing out. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch y'all tomorrow. Actually, no, not tomorrow. I'll catch y'all on the 8th, I think it is, when we get the data mines for the new refines and remixes.